What's up, fellow citizens of the world? Jordan Patrick here and welcome to my channel. So I have officially been monetized for over 1 month now, and I thought I would go through and show you guys how much I made during this time. Because as a small travel YouTuber, you don't make a lot of money. I'll be right up front with you. Do not expect to see thousands of euros because that's just not how shit works. I am going to be very honest and upfront and show you guys my numbers and share with you my screens. So, on y va, c'est parti! Okay, so I've only been making content since February 26th. That was my very first video. It hasn't even been 6 months yet, and I'm already monetized and I can see the revenue starting to roll in. All right, so let's jump to my screen so I can show you my numbers. Okay, so jumping on the YouTube studio right now, here we have the channel dashboard. Here's my latest video that just came out. This is the main screen. And since being monetized, I've gained about 220 subscribers within the last month, which is pretty cool. And then here we have some revenue, but this is only from the last 28 days. So let's go to our analytics to change it to lifetime. And up here to the revenue. And then here we have my total revenue since the very beginning. And over here we can see that I was monetized August 3rd with 61 cents. Now, it may not seem like that's a lot because it's really not, but when you see any sort of number for the very first time, you are so stoked because you're like, oh my gosh, my videos actually did something, or I get to see something, 61 cents. It's really just pocket change, but for your very first day, you're like, oh my God, yes, I'm making it rain. That's how you feel, but yeah, as you can see, it's really not much at all. So when we go back to the screen here, we open this up to see our top earning videos, and this is still for lifetime. So you know what, we can go and customize this. And I'm gonna put just the days that I have been monetized. So that's from August 3rd to, let's say, September 3rd. Apply. Okay, so this is the very full month, the first month of me being monetized. Here we can see that my total came out to be 44 euros and 24 cents. Now, that's still not that much, but for a first month of revenue coming in, that sounds pretty good to me. I'm putting in all this effort into my videos and so much time, so for me, even just to see anything there, yeah, it just makes me feel happy just to see that some effort that I'm putting in is getting somewhere, you know what I mean? Here we can see that my highest earning video got me around 15 euros, and then the next one, almost 10 euros. But then after that, we can see that only maybe 7 videos got me between 1 and 2 euros. And then everything else is less than 1 euro. So these are all going to be probably older videos that people just haven't really gone and watched for a while. But you can see that, okay, even though I have a lot of videos and now I have ads on all these videos, if you're not getting a lot of views on those ads, then you won't get any money. It's if I'm not getting thousands of views, then I'm really not making much at all. And that's exactly the case. Okay, so this first video on my list here that's made me the most, it's the video that I have the most views on because it's about my interview for the French nationality, and that's what people are searching for, that's what people are getting recommended, so that's why it's made me the most, because it has the most amount of views. Right now it's about maybe 18,000 views, but most of those views came from before I was monetized. So that's why it's 18,000 views, oh, he must have got a lot of money for this video. No, I'm only getting money for those times that people have seen those ads. So that's why it's only 15, but I have so many views. You know what I mean? But this is a good video that's performing super well. Every day it's getting at least 200 views. So it's a really high performing video for me. And that's what I think will continue to make me the most amount of money. still little by little, because that's also a subject that's not going to interest everyone, only people that are looking for that specific niche, which is becoming French and passing the interview. So the next one that we have is visiting a nudist beach, and this one got me almost 10 euros. This is actually the video that made me the most amount of money in one single day, and that was on September 1st. Now come over to the graph and we look at this day. That nudist beach video just in one day made me almost 7 euros. Now, even that 7 euros doesn't sound like a lot, but it's like by far the day that I made the most amount of money, which is kind of crazy to think about. That video is not like a really niche market or anything as far as I know of, but it was like a really spontaneous video that I did on vacation. I knew that they had a nudist beach nearby, and I was like, you know what? I think this would be a fun video to do, and I'm really curious to see how it is. Like, I don't know what the regulations are. I was like really in the dark, don't know how this is gonna go, but it sounds like a good time and something funny. Like, I would want to click on that. So that video went online, yeah, on August 19th, and I don't know why, but like a week later is when just YouTube algorithm just like picked it up. And yeah, on this specific day, like the CPM was really a lot, like 22 euros. Okay, back up. The CPM is changing every day, and on that specific day that I made almost 7 euros, it actually had a CPM of 396 euros on that day. Probably got the same amount of views as I got all the other days, maybe like 30 views, 50 views, something like that, and holy crap. But the thing is, like, you have no idea how much the CPM is for that specific day on the day of. So yeah, it's too bad that I didn't have that video launched on that specific day, because wow, I would have made way more than just 7 euros. But yeah, that's the reality of it, and that's how YouTube works. It's like you have no idea how much you're gonna get for a specific video based on views and what the CPM is. It could be super random like this one. I don't know why it's so high on this day. It blew my mind. But anyways, I'm happy with that one day with 7 euros. So this was like a little representation of how much I made as a small YouTuber. Yeah, I've only been doing this YouTube thing for about 5 months, and I've only been monetized for a little over 1 month now. If we want to look at my lifetime so far, it's been, yeah, a month and a week. I've made about 53 euros. It's not a lot, but it is showing that my work is paying off. I do want to say that I haven't touched any of this money yet, because you have to have at least 70 euros of revenue before you can get paid for it. So until I touch this, I won't believe that it's real. It's all just a dream. And I'll do another video like once I actually receive some sort of paycheck or receive these funds in my account. Don't even know how that works yet, so this is a learning curve for me as well, and I'm bringing you along. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you want to see more YouTube insights, please like this video and comments and subscribe to my channel for future videos. Until next time, à la prochaine. Ciao, ciao for now. That video alone made me almost $7 or euros. Oh my God. First video that made 15,000. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know if this is in like the French states or... So I am officially monetized on YouTube since 1 month already. Is that how you say that in English? Since 1 month? And over here we have your channel analytics. Oh my God.